Good morning. Good morning, Miss Nelson's class. It's Tuesday, May 19th, 2020, 5-19-20. Yay, we're getting closer and closer and closer to the end of our year. This is our last full week, except for we don't have school Friday and we don't have school on Monday. Yay! A nice long Memorial weekend is ahead of us, but we got work to do first before we can go out and have fun, right? Okay, so this is the last week. I am taking grades, trying to get kids caught up and make up a lot of missing work. I have to fill out report cards by the end of this week, so I don't want to leave any kiddo with an empty grade. So please, please, please get all that work turned in as soon as you can. If you want to go ahead and finish it all up today or tomorrow, send it in early. It's okay. Or you can send it in, at a normal time. We don't have school Friday, so if you'd like to not have that homework cloud hovering over you, just get it done, get it done, get it done. Okay. Quick announcements, just reminders, really. Today there will be a class check-in at 11:30. So parents, if you need some time off and you want me to finish up some homework with your kiddos, have them come on at 11:30. Tomorrow is our last official Friends Chit Chat. That's from 9 to 9:30. It's our last one. We'll be doing other stuff next week, but I don't know what times and activities for that one is just quite yet. We have 2 more meetings to go to. Anyway, so last Friends Chit Chat tomorrow from 9 to 9:30. I think it'd be cool if everyone who joined wear your coolest sunglasses. Okay, so I'll be wearing my sunglasses tomorrow to our Friends Chit Chat meeting. So come on with your cool shades, okay? Getting ready for the summer. All right. Let's see. I have lots of friends I'm meeting today. Please show up on time. Be ready to work because we're working. Got a lot of stuff to get done here. All right, let's go over our one-pagers super duper quick. Okay, we'll start off with ELAR. That's everyone's favorite. ELAR. All right, so yesterday you watched a video of Miss Quijano talking about chronological order, events that take place in order, right? Today you're going to watch another video and you're going to discuss some more chronological order and how authors put their stories in order and what words did they use to describe things being put in order. Okay, so do that. That one's super easy. And just for you guys, if you're already ready to take your performance test, there is a book that you link on. We already have it all posted up on our one-pager, okay? So if you're ready for that, there's nothing going to be pinned up in our class tag. It's right here on our performance task box, okay? On the ELAR. For math, money, money, money. Who doesn't like to talk about money, right? All right, so Mr. Kuhn's got you watching some more videos, and he has a math story right here for you guys to solve. Remember, when you are doing your money in math, or even speaking of money, remember I'm going to write this real quick. Sorry, I didn't have this prepped. Remember, we use our money symbols. This represents dollars. This represents cents. So when you write your answer, I don't know what the math problem is, but say the answer is 24 cents. Make sure you have your cent sign, or I'll just think it's 24. Numbers and money, that's 2 different ball games. So make sure if you're talking money to us, you use some money vocabulary, okay? With your math problems. All right, science, yay! I hope you watched the video. If not, you need to watch day 1's video. Talks about habitats that are not the zoo. The zoo tries to recreate the animal's natural habitat, right? So for your science research project on your animal, we're needing to know the habitat of your animal, okay? So please watch that video. You're going to make a presentation. Yay, I love this. I'm so excited. Okay, so today I'm kind of broke it up into days. You can get it all done in one day if you'd like. I was just trying to help and spread things out. Today you're just brainstorming how you want to present your project, okay? And I have some examples that you can click and look at. You can draw, you can paint, you could do a diorama, you could use clay, you could use sticks and stones and label them outside of what each one of those are representing. Do your best work. I am going to collect, well, I have to collect them anyways, collect everyone's work, put it together and put it in a slideshow and then send it out to everyone. So everyone's going to get to see your final product. So be proud of it. Make it look good, okay? And remember, on the box that has the check marks, those are things that I am looking for that must be included in your project, in your presentation, okay? You can maybe have it written somewhere, labeled somewhere. It just needs to be on there, okay? So that includes the title, which is your animal and what habitat are they living in. I need to make, not me, you need to make sure your animal is the main focus. I don't want to have to search and try to think of, well, if I didn't look at your title, which animal was your research project about, okay? So make sure that one stands out a little bit more, okay? Make sure that your habitats, the characteristics of that habitat match with what you actually put on your project, okay? So again, don't put the jungle and give me a snowy looking area. That doesn't match, right? Okay, and then include pictures or representation of what food and what type of shelter do they live in that habitat, okay? So those are super easy, and I'm so excited to see everyone's project and put it together in a PowerPoint presentation, and then everyone can go and look at everyone's hard work. All right, I love you. I miss you. We are almost there, so keep it up. Keep up all that hard work. If you need anything, please get a hold of me, okay? I love you. See you later.